In this video, I'm going to explain HTTP request in a simple way that anyone can understand. So, in automation, we want to integrate and connect different apps. So, for example, if you have a Shopify store, you want to get the data from the Shopify store, send emails or send WhatsApp messages to your customers, or you're running ads. So, you want to get the data from Facebook ads and for example, like run them through a CRM or process it, anything. So you have the workflow in NA10. So we have a workflow here in NA10, and we want to connect it to, for example, our Shopify store with 17 track, which is a software to track the Shopify orders. And so we want to connect these two, and of course, to connect one platform to another, we need to have a connection between those. We need the apps to communicate. That thing, that communication is done by HTTP request. So request is like, why does it say request? Because it requests information, it requests data. It's basically telling it, give me this data, or do this for me. It's requesting something. It's requesting to do something or to get something. So that's why you when you go here, when you go in, you will see method get, delete, post. So when you want to get information, when you want to get something, uh, in many cases we want to use the get method. So if you're running a Shopify store and you have a CRM, or you have like the 17 track, you want to track all the orders, or you want to send like messages to every customer you have. You want your workflow to connect with Shopify, and connecting with it is and get the customers, like the email or phone number, names, etc. So you want to connect with it, you want to connect your workflow with Shopify. So you're basically telling it, give me the data about these customers. And this connection, this communicating is basically an HTTP request. It's requesting the data, it's requesting to get the data. And to track, for example, to track or to send WhatsApp messages. For example, let's go with sending WhatsApp. So for every customer, you want to send a customized message, like, this is what you ordered, we will send it today, tomorrow, etc. And so you want to send an HTTP request to WhatsApp too, telling it like, do this, like send this message, which is basically a post method, telling it do this. And so it's either requesting to delete something with the delete method, to get something, to get some data, to head options. I rarely use those. Patch is to update. Post is to telling it like, do this. And so all of these methods are the most ones that are used are get, post. And if you want to delete something, we can use the delete. For the delete, I only worked on one example, one workflow where I used delete, but I basically just use get and post. The delete was, I made a system for an e-com business, and so they needed to. They had the list of banned words, and they wanted to process Facebook comments. If a comment had any of that banned words, it should be deleted, not just hidden, but deleted. And so I made them this workflow that deleted the comments using the delete method. And so an HTTP request is basically just a connection, like a way that the apps can communicate. And an HTTP request is standard. It's known by every app in the world. In any app, it understands it's the HTTP request. Of course, there are a lot of other requests, But the most used one is HTTP request, and it's standard. It's known by every app, and so it allows any two apps to communicate. And an HTTP request is basically integrated in any node here. If we go, for example, Gmail, like send in an email. If you want to send an email, for example, or get messages, mark, all of these are built-in HTTP requests, and the N8N's team took care of adding the method, adding the URL, adding the. All you need to do is to take care of the credentials to connect your app. But it's an HTTP request. If we want to, if for example we want to go to the Shopify node and get all the orders. So get orders, like I said, it's the get request. This is a built-in HTTP request that the N8N's team took care of the URL, took care of the method, took care of everything. And so you just need to enter the order ID, and it has built-in functions that it uses that order ID to build the HTTP request. And so they took care of everything, and you only need to do manual stuff. The reason why this HTTP request node is very, very useful is when you want to build something customized, not standard. We don't have it here. For example, like a fill out form. There isn't one right now. MCP. If you want to build something, like if you built an API with Python, or you built an API with Google App Script, and so it's not standard, it's not integrated or built in N8N, which means N8N's team didn't take care of it, so you have to take care of everything yourself. And that's what an HTTP request. It's basically the connection between two apps. Any two apps in the world, they all know HTTP request. And so when you send that request, it processes it. And so when you send that request, it analyzes and like works based on that request. Of course, it can be accepted, it can be like an error, it can be like a faulty link, it can be not authorized. So it has different states. But I'm here just to explain like what an HTTP request. It's basically the connection between two apps. It's like a protocol. The P here is for protocol. So it's a protocol known by any app in the world, and it allows them to communicate. And yeah, to communicate, like telling each other like give me this, and the other one tells it no, you're not authorized, or yeah, here's the data, or yeah, here is the part of the data, I have the data paginated, and so there are a lot of pages to get everything, etc. So it's a protocol known by any two apps that allows them to communicate. And this is super. This was like a super evolution in the IT world, because it could easily let two apps communicate using a standard protocol. So this is an HTTP request, and all of like the majority of these nodes are built-in HTTP requests, like WhatsApp. So the WhatsApp is to send a message, to download media, delete media, everything. Like all these are built-in HTTP requests that allow in your workflow to communicate with WhatsApp, to communicate with Shopify, to communicate with Gmail. All of these are HTTP requests that are built in, and N8N's team took care of all the details. All you have to do is to fill some information so that the request can work. And that's the only thing. And this node here is to take care of the not standard ones. So not standard, not WhatsApp, or for example like fill out, for example in app script you built something like that. I hope you understood, like got something, and this was useful. And of course, like if you need me in something, just drop a comment or send me in WhatsApp. I'll be happy to help.